I believe what he said was good morning. I just got down to the barn and we're going to put the horses out and then we're gonna milk. A bit of business, I guess, on the front end. It has been recommended that, and this has come from a couple sources, and I always take your recommendations seriously, so you can absolutely leave me recommendations and I don't get upset or offended over it. I'm new here, okay? I like to have constructive criticisms. But anyways, it has been suggested that you see more of what I do and less of my face, okay? I agree with that 100%. It's just that my little tripod that I use is like a foot tall. So it makes it kind of difficult when you're around all these animals to like plunk you on the floor and then do something. So I have invested in a tall tripod with a little remote. I'm excited about it. I am very excited about this actually. So I will be able to, I should get that on Friday. I also got microphone so y'all can hear me. So I'm excited about that. I will get that Friday. You know, any excuse for me to go shop and buy some things, I'm happy for. We're gonna put the horses out. So I will try my best today and tomorrow to set you down when I can and do the things so that you can see. It's just that the tripod setup isn't like the greatest. Because when I started this journey here, I wanted to do it as cheaply and inexpensively as possible. So I bought cheap things to get started. Which is understandable, I suppose. Come here, Teeny. Come on. Come here. Hello. Good morning. Come here. Come here. Why must we do this game? You ready to go outside and roll in the mud and make me sad? You're having a crazy hair day. Crazy. Okay. There's Teeny. Let's go put cinches. Halter on. Now I have to put you down when I do Athena's because she has the rope halter and I have to tie it. And that's like, you know, if I could tie it with one hand, I'd be some sort of contortionist. But his, yeah, I see. Red mare, gives red mare face. Look at that. Anyways, I can do cinches halter with one hand because it's a traditional one. Now, what I don't know if I could do, but hey, we're going to give it a try anyways, is take you with me putting the horses out. Oh, there's a goat there. But I don't think I'm going to be able to walk Teeny. What is that about? So I am going to put you guys down. Okay? Okay, we're going to try this angle today. You can see she's shaking. She's not happy. I used vet wrap for a hobble on these back legs. We already let the baby nurse, so she should be good and let down, and he's full. Here's my milk can. Still gonna waste a first squirt on each side, even though he's been nursing. Gosh, her teeth are gonna be difficult to get used to. Again, we decided we were gonna milk her out just for her experience, basically. I might have to switch sides to get that one. Just for her experience. She's really good while she's eating, but after she eats, she's like done. So I like to err on the side of holding the bucket because if I don't hold it, she could kick it over, pick her foot up over it. He did eat a good bit this morning, so that's good. Harley, when you're done with that, you can let the rest of the chickens out, okay? All right, buddy. Got little goat kids between my legs. I think I'm gonna leave the vet wrap hobble on her during the day because see how her teats are? They're pointing out. Oh yeah, she figured out she's hobbled. Anyways, I think I'm gonna leave the hobble on her during the day just to see if it helps with her letting him nurse. They're just one single piece of vet wrap, I'll show you. And I just tied it loosely around her little ankles there. So it really can't hurt her, and if she got into a bind, she could rip it. I think we're about done. So we really didn't get that much because he actually ate quite a bit. So that works out good.
She's still eating. Really.
Yeah, that's fine. She's still eating.
Ready?
There we go. So hobbles work. Hold on one second. Okay, so this is what I did. It's just a little piece of vet wrap that I just put around her ankles. And as you can see, I can still get my finger in here. So, see, if she holds still, I can still get my finger in there. So it's not like it's squeezing her, gonna hurt her in any way, shape, or form. I can get a finger in there. It's just on there to, you know, kind of try to get her to keep her feet down. She can't lift them as high, so that's good. Hopefully that'll help him out a little bit. I think they've taken her down. We'll see if that works out at all, if that helps. I don't think there's anything more amusing than goat kids, to be honest with you. You all done? Okay, come on. Put your head down for a second so I can get you out. Woo. Watch out, Harley.
She's fine.
Yeah, see, okay, I'll show you guys. So she can still move. She's trying to figure out what the... Bring her back here. Oh, no, you ain't going back in with that buck. Not with being the way you are. You don't need to have... Oh! She's trying to figure it out.
She's in heat. That's just where we'll walk with.
Stubborn. Comes right down to it. I don't love doing this. I don't like hobbling her at all. But she's still fighting us so much. And I want to give him a chance to be able to latch on and get confidence to do it. I don't even still know if this is going to work with her. Obviously, I'm not going to leave these on for longer than a couple hours just to see how it goes. Because I don't want it to rub on her or cause any like sores or hair loss or anything like that. It is vet wrap, so it's soft, it's pliable. But even that can become abrasive if it's on for so long. So hopefully it encourages her to stand for the little guy. He is doing well. Us holding her there is working. He's nursing. He's drinking quite a lot. He's growing, so that's great. I just would love to see her stand for him without our intervention. And right now that just isn't, it's not the case. So, yeah, she'll figure it out. She could still move around just fine. She just isn't able to kick as high. So hopefully he's a little bit stronger. He's a few days old now. Hopefully that will give him an opportunity to get on there. The thing is, she's so nimble that she's still able to hop her butt around no problem. So I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. If need be, I'll just keep holding her down. every, what, 3 or 4 hours?
Or 5.
Yeah, we've stretched it out a little bit longer now because he's eating more at one time, but we'll just have to keep holding her down. He is a happy little bugger, and he is growing. He's certainly growing and thriving. That's part of farming, though, I think. You just gotta learn to go with the punches and see what you can make work, keeping the animal's welfare in mind. You know, as long as that's in the forefront of what you're doing, then that's fine. Hobbling is something I'm familiar with, having horses. We don't hobble our horses ever, but it is something good to teach them. If you go on a situation where, say, you went on a long trail ride or something like that, and you didn't have a place, it wasn't safe to tie them up somewhere, you could hobble them. So, I mean, hobbling is not foreign or harmful. It's just something that we're not used to doing a lot here. They still utilize hobbling a lot, I believe, you know, on the long trail rides and out west. And actually, I think the Middle East does a lot of hobbling. They don't, in the Middle East, with Arabians especially, but all their horses out there, and especially the stallions, they don't use halters on them out there at all. They put a hobble, a single hobble, on one of their back legs, and that is attached to a long lead or a chain that's ground tied. And that's how they keep their horses. They don't want anything on their head to cover up their heads out there. And so these horses are able to move around, have their heads free. It's just their back legs tethered. I mean, it's to a long chain. I don't know how long they are, but when I've seen it done, they have quite a bit of movement that they can do. They're not stuck in one spot. You know, they're able to move around. It's pretty fascinating how different cultures do different things. I think sometimes, this is not exactly the way that I expected this conversation to go, but here we are. I think sometimes we are rather narrow-minded when it comes to animal husbandry, and we see something that we don't understand here in our culture, and we think that it's inhumane, it's abusive to the animal or whatnot, when we simply just don't understand the concept because it's foreign to us. Durr! Turkeys. Turkeys have the most personality of any bird. At least any, like, barn type farmyard birds. Anyhow, yeah, it's just something interesting that I see a lot. People will, they'll be fast to criticize something that they don't understand. I think this is with all aspects of life these days anyhow. But they'll be quick to criticize something they don't understand simply because it's foreign to them. And for other people, that's their way of life, and the way we do things is weird. So she's fine. She's just trying to figure out life. She can easily get to her hay. One thing that hobbling does, and we've done this with a couple horses that were really, really bad. If any of you don't know, I used to take horses that nobody else wanted, basically. Like, the crummiest of horses as far as like needing a lot of work. And I used to put work into them, and then I would be able to sell them to a good home. And I would keep these horses for some time, like well over a couple years, to put the work into them and train them. One thing we would do when we got horses that were pretty dangerous for the farrier was we would do like a one leg hobble. So you would take a front leg and you would tie a lead rope around it, and then you would tie it up over its back. And then what you would do is that would hold the leg up, and that would keep them on 3 legs. And then you would walk them on the 3 legs, and that kind of wears them out. Of course, that's like a last-ditch effort. That's something that you don't want to just set off to do, but we're talking about a horse that's dangerous, that sets back, that was just really, really hard for a farrier to work on. So we do the 3-leg hobble and walk them. And they can walk on 3 legs. It's funny in a way. It's amusing to see them do it. But we would, obviously you want to make sure they're not on a slippy surface or anything like that. Make sure that they have good ground, good footing, and walk them around. And they would get tired and fast, and they would stand like a champion at that point. So, you know, there's different methods, and hobbling it's kind of a safe practice. So what I'm hoping is, even though she could still move around quite well with those hobbles on, I'm hoping that it kind of wears her out a little bit quicker, and therefore she'll just be like, you know what, I'm just tired, just go ahead and nurse. That's my main hope. So we'll see what happens. I will keep you guys posted. Of course, like I said, these hobbles will come off when we come down in a little bit to do another feeding. I want to see how it goes. Keep an eye on our udder too. Maybe he'll get lucky and nurse. So, all right, guys, that's gonna do it. We'll keep you posted on the continued goat drama. As far as things go, Kiwi still hasn't had her babies, the pig, and we're still waiting on 3 ewes to have babies. So I haven't had any new babies that I haven't shown you guys. If I do, I will make sure to show you. And there's nothing else really exciting going on in the farm right now. So in a way, this makes for good videoing, right? I suppose we'll have to look at it that way. Anyhow, that's gonna do it for today. Chase? We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.